So if you're listening to this and you've just come off your benzo weeks ago, a month ago, I want you to take a deep breath, exhale, and give it a little time, guys. I cannot tell you how many people write me in a straight panic. Oh my God, I'm 14 days. I'm 28 days off of my benzo. Why is this still happening? I still feel awful. Should I reinstate? They said I can't take an SSRI. Oh my God, the head's spinning. And I just want you to, I want to put some of that fear to rest and let you know, guys, you got time. I mean, even if you only took the drug for a short period of time, it's going to take some time. Not for everybody, but if you're listening to this, if that's what you're struggling with, well, unfortunately, you won the unlucky lottery and you're one of the people that applies to, like myself. It's going to give it some time. Now, this is what I didn't know when I was coming off my benzo. I raced to the end, and then I sat there and I waited, and I thought within a week or two, I was supposed to be like 85% better. And 3 months went by, and I wasn't any better. But thankfully, I wasn't any worse. I don't know how, because I was ruminating like crazy. But then it happened. Boom, there's that little, I felt it. I felt a shift. Things started to improve. And then it plateaued, and then things started to improve, and then it plateaued, and then, and for some of us, that first year or so is really slow, right? And it's hard to tell the forest from the trees. How much is my pre-existing condition? How much is the anxiety that was manifested while I was in this crazy taper and I wasn't working, and it impacted my marriage or my relationship, my financial situation, and all these things? I stopped sleeping and all this stuff started happening. It's hard to tell the forest from the trees. And so look at it like a broken leg. You broke your leg, you get put in a cast, you come home. To be 2 weeks out is like being home after breaking your leg 2 days later going, why is this leg not healed? It's like, guys, nerves repair slower than broken bones, slower than tore tendons. I mean, you can repair an ACL faster than, any type of brain injury. So breathe, give yourself time. Again, that's some of you will get upset by that, but it's a good thing. The reason why you're freaking out is because you have unrealistic expectations of what recovery is, what it looks like, how fast it happens. So take a breath and hear what I'm saying. You got a little bit of time. Make peace with it. Right? Make peace. There's not a bad thing happening because you're not more healed right now, right? That's what I want you to hear. Because that's where a lot of people are freaking out when they contact me, like, Coach, oh my God, I'm 3 weeks off and I'm still doing, what do you think it means? Like, I don't know. It's like breaking your leg and a week later, what do I think it means? That your leg still hurts? You're still healing. So again, give it some time. Take the stress and the burden off of you that you should be way further up the road right now. You shouldn't. What you should be focusing on is, are you actually doing everything you can to facilitate your recovery? Right? That should be central on your mind. Like if you're just laying around waiting to heal, I would say, guys, not a great recipe. Not a great recipe for recovery. We should have a program for recovery. We should have some real science and this is a serious situation. One of the most serious situations any of us will find ourselves in. So even if your prognosis is great, short term on the drug, low dose, no major pre-existing mental illnesses, no polydrug dependence or addiction, no drug or alcohol addiction, no disabilities, you're not 90 years old, right? Even you need a program, I would say, to recover. Maybe it's not that. You don't need to work it so extensively and not for that long of a time. But look, they wrap an ankle when it's sprained. Not just, they don't just wrap a broken bone. So all types of injuries need some kind of rehabilitation is what I'm saying. And to me, that should be the bigger one. I'm surprised people are knocking my door down going, I need a recovery program. No, they're worried about things like, I'm 16 days off of my Klonopin after 5-year use. What's going on here? Why am I not better? What does it mean? What does it mean? That's what that fear in your brain wants. It wants an explanation, but it doesn't. It actually doesn't want an explanation. It wants to want an explanation, right? As crazy as it sounds, it just wants to fear, because that's all it is. It's chemical fear. We can make a bigger deal out of it if we want to, but it's just fear with nowhere to go. Right? I think I heard something like that about grief. Grief is just sadness over someone that you love that's died, with, sadness over someone that you've lost with nowhere to go. That's what grief is. Sadness with nowhere to go. Well, similarly, fear with nowhere to go turns into rumination, manifests in all kinds of mental illnesses and increases of symptoms. You won't be able to completely stop the fear signal, but you can make peace with it. You can disengage in it, and you can do other things to help lower it. Absolutely. You can make this a much easier journey for yourself, potentially. Absolutely. So give yourself some room to heal, guys. Give yourself some room to heal. Hey everyone, I'm Coach Powers, and I'm excited to announce the launch of my new online Benzo Recovery School. The school launched with Module 1, and will have a total of 4 modules, each module with a dozen or more video lessons. Here are some contents in Module 1. This creates the basis for my recovery program. If you know anything about my approach to benzo recovery, you know I'm a bit different than other benzo coaches in that I do not subscribe to the lay and pray model of recovery. Instead, I believe benzo injury is a kind of neurological injury that requires neurological rehabilitation. This neurological rehabilitation encompasses learning how to access our good chemistry while also reducing the so-called bad chemistry, cortisol and adrenaline, and also learning how to lull down our hypervigilant limbic system. This includes learning techniques in CBT, DBT, mindfulness therapy, and neuroplasticity building. Now, I've studied clinical psychology for the last 15 years of my life, and my benzo recovery program encompasses the same things that I use to make my own recovery after a 10-year, 40 milligram Valium dependence. My recovery program observes 4 stages of recovery with 3 tiers of development. In fact, my stages are all focused on development. This makes them different than the 3 obvious stages of recovery, which include the pre-taper, the taper, and post-taper. Instead, my stages serve as a kind of developmental roadmap, with each stage serving as a bridge to the following stage. These 4 stages include Stage 1, restoring hope; Stage 2, the new beginning; Stage 3, the montage; and Stage 4, coming home. Perhaps most importantly, each stage has 3 key learning goals and also 3 key roadblocks. These stages revealed themselves to me after years of working with literally thousands of people from all around the world. After enough experience, you begin to see patterns and trends, and you see where people triumph and what roadblocks can prevent them from moving forward. Now remember, just because you may have come off your benzo doesn't mean you automatically reach Stage 4, the final stage. Again, these are developmental stages, which is why someone can come off of their benzo and still be stuck in their recovery. In fact, it's entirely possible to come off of your benzo and be stuck in Stage 1. Here are some other features the online Benzo Recovery School offers. Aside from being a school, it's also a positive focused support group. And believe me when I tell you, my students are a different breed of benzo warriors. They are wise, they are driven, and they understand the mission. I, Coach Powers, will also be doing live video Q&A weekly in the community, talking, teaching, and answering questions from all of you. There will be downloadable resources such as a rumination and exposure therapy log, templates for checklists, and much more. Additionally, there will be new benzo sleep affirmation videos exclusive for the school, as well as new and early original content. There will be a regular benzo blog, benzo-related news, and even a private early screening for my benzo recovery feature film, Lake of Fire. All of this and only for a special introductory rate of $30 monthly while time lasts. So come join the positive community and let's work together on facilitating our recovery. See you there.